Hi guys, NCWQ here, and have y'all looking at the weather that we're going through right now. It is really rainy and really windy right now, and I'm enjoying hearing the rain on the roof. I'm watching the parking lot across the street as the wind is hitting it and whipping the rain across the parking lot. And it is 62 degrees here. Let's see what Tornado HQ says. As you can see, the storm that's here, that's across my area, is right here. So I'm right there, right in the thick of it. But the only warning that's going on right now is in Georgia, as far as I can tell. Let's see, they're in Georgia and Wyoming are the only areas. The one in Wyoming is a dangerous snow squall that's located along a line extending 6 miles west of Basler to near Hannah, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. And then the one down here in Georgia is a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is located near West Green or 10 miles west of Alma, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour, tornado possible. So I'm glad that's not in our area right now. So anyway, just sitting here, thought I would get on and let y'all know the newest drama that's going on. I'll tell you what, you guys, my positivity is about broke. Um, my car is a nightmare to me right now. My daughter, and this is why having a car that's running and working is so important to me. My daughter took my car and went to Walmart so that she could pick up her groceries. And she likes to order them online and then go pick them up. That way she doesn't have to go in and deal with people and be around everybody. And so I was like, okay, fine. She took the car. She went to Wally World and she was there waiting to pick them up. And she said the lights went out on the car. And she ended up driving back with only the running lights working. And she said the other lights inside the car were flickering. And so after she got back and let me know, I contacted the mechanic and he is supposed to be coming back out, except we're thinking to take the alternator out and trade it out. And also, he's going to check all the wiring and the fuses because before the alternator went bad, I didn't have a problem until the alternator went bad. And I already knew, like he had showed me when I was out there before he started working on the car, he showed me where the wiring harness had been jury rigged. And it told him that somebody had actually changed out the alternator before. And I guess what they did is they broke the harness. So now he's got to find a place to get a harness for my car because when he called the auto shops, they told him that there weren't any available. He called Kia, and Kia said $1,200 for a wiring harness, and that's just not happening. And I even looked around online. I saw some, but I'm not sure if they were the right ones, and I'm not a car person, so I wouldn't know. Um, but Kia told him $1,200 for the wiring harness, and I told him not happening. And he said he's going to check the local pick and pulls and see if he can get one from one of them, maybe from a Kia that has been rear-ended or something, and see if we can go from there. But yeah, I'm frustrated, you guys. I spent all my money getting this car fixed, and I don't have anything left to put into it. And I know I need to pay this guy more money, and I just don't have it to pay him. And I feel bad because he's coming out and helping me out of his good heart. And believe it or not, this is a really, really nice person. So I'm feeling bad because I don't have it to pay him extra money, you know. I would want to toss a few extra dollars his way for the time and attention he's put into my vehicle. And believe it or not, he comes with good recommendations, so he didn't do anything wrong. Um, just the way things are going. So when I'm sitting here, my positivity is about broken. I am trying to stay on the positive side, trying to think positive, but I got a little bit of negativity showing through. Um, my little negativity is rearing its little head, saying this shouldn't be happening. You know how that goes. Um, either AutoZone sold me a bad alternator, or my car has a issue with the wiring harness, and that's what's causing the problems with the power. It's going to be one or the other, and better to fix both. I'll tell you what. If you want to help me, that's great. My PayPal is below my video. That's all I'm going to say. Um, I am watching the storm out my window, and I've noticed that the wind is going different ways in the parking lot over there. So I'm assuming there may be some rotation with the clouds. The wind is pretty good. We got some good gusts out here. I know I showed y'all the weather earlier. Let's see if I can pull that up again. This is the rain right now. You can see where it's raining. The rain is moderate here. Rain stopping in about 2 hours. That would be nice. Um, umbrella needed outside, very poor. Um, this is rain here. This is where I'm at right here, Fayetteville. So mine is moderate rain right now. Heavy rain is in black. So it doesn't look like anybody's having really heavy rain. There is lightning down here in these cells. You can see where they are. Well, that's heavy rain there. I'm looking. Let me see. This is what I was showing y'all earlier today. I'm in this area right here. We have a wind advisory right now. We got 30 to 45-mile-an-hour winds. Gusty winds could blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs could be blown down, and isolated power outages may result. Down the street from my house today, there were uh, there were um, energy trucks working on the lines and stuff, and they've been on my road all day long. So, hoping that the electric doesn't go out. The internet's been a little bit laggy, and my daughter's been saying that her internet's laggy. And I told her it's fine in here, so haven't had any issues. Um, so it might just be that she's not close to the router. I don't know, because hers usually works really, really good. And then, sorry, my attention keeps being taken up by that parking lot over there as I watch that wind going across it. I wish I could show y'all, but with my camera, it would be too dark for y'all to see. There's just light areas over there where you can see the wind pushing the rain across the parking lot. Let me see. Maybe I can show y'all that. Maybe. Let's see here. Camera. Let's see if I can show you all that. Let me see here. There's the parking lot. Oops. Sorry if y'all are getting dizzy. Trying to get that to stay where I want it to. Okay. So if you watch the light down there to the lower left, you'll probably see it changing a little bit. That's wind going across there. Um, where the light's changing and going back and forth, that's wind. It's pushing the rain across the parking lot. That's why I said I wish I had a better camera. It almost looks like waves. Yeah, it caught my attention. I've just been watching it. Piles that rain up over there. So, anyways, how are y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday night? I mean, Friday night, sorry. It's going into Saturday tomorrow. Let's see here. Um, put that on photo. Maybe y'all can see it better now if you watch the rain going across that. So, yeah, I have been just frustrated over my car. Like, I've had this car October, November, December, January. 4 months. Just 4 months. Not any longer than 4 months. Just 4 months. And it has done this. And to me, I am renaming my car. So tell me if y'all like the name Puzzle or if you like the name Gremlin, because I'm choosing one of those as a name for my car. Right now, I've been calling it a puzzle piece and a gremlin. Um, I found the easiest way to deal with this is to come up with new names for my vehicle because his name was Ruby Red, and now I don't feel so ruby red. So I'm thinking puzzle piece or gremlin because it's a puzzle, but it's also acting like a gremlin. So I mean, I like I said before, I didn't buy another car to end up having drama with it, drama car. But I wanted to tell y'all why I talked to y'all about it is I like to let y'all know what's going on with me. That way, when I'm doing a video and I don't sound so happy, y'all can know that I'm actually going through something in the background and I don't mean for y'all to know that I'm a grump. I'm gonna tell you what, it was really nice to meet another YouTuber today, to have conversations with them and to discuss YouTube stuff. That was fun. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna try to turn it just a little bit more so y'all can see it better. Stay. Dang it, stay. Um, my thing don't want to stay. I'm afraid if I do it too far, y'all won't be able to see it. There. Okay. Now y'all can see the parking lot over there. So this is the parking lot. And I think y'all can see let me see. Y'all can actually see the water and the wind over there. The wind is whipping water across the parking lot, which is what's making all the shadows over there. I don't know if y'all can see the trees are moving. Now we just had a cop go down the street. So, anyway, my daughter had to drive home with no lights on. And so I went out to the car after she got home because she told me that. And I checked, and sure enough, the lights didn't come on. And everything in the car was like going bright, dim, bright, dim, bright, dim. So, yeah, I called the mechanic and I told him what was going on. And he said, we're going to change out the alternator and replace the wiring next week, but he's going to try to jury rig it for me until we can do that. He knows I'm frustrated, but he's a good mechanic. I mean, he's a nice guy. And yeah, I kind of feel bad because I'm out of money now trying to get help with this. And I would love to be able to throw him some extra money and say thank you for going out of his way to help me out when he's taken time out of his being able to make money elsewhere. Anyways, wish my camera were better so y'all could see that better. It's wild outside right now. That one light keeps blinking the blue thing over it. Sorry. Let me see if I can go back to video. Maybe it won't do it on video. If y'all hear it, my kids are in the background talking. One of the things I want to work on this year is, besides that car, I want to work on getting a new camera so that I can take better photography, do better photography and better videos, make it more interesting so y'all can see more. Um, After my car is fixed, I do plan on doing drive along videos, going to parks and other stuff. The other morning, when my car was broke down. I've learned something in the last few days. A lot of people don't care about other people anymore. And it is sad, but it's a reality. Um, I ended up walking to the store here, which is, most people would say, okay. Well, I ended up walking a block and a half, maybe a little more, be like 1, 2, 3 blocks to go to the store. And I have problems with my back and my legs. And I was in a lot of pain before I got to the store, so I actually ended up sitting down on the sidewalk. I had people passing me by, and I walk with a cane. So I had people passing me by, and not one person stopped and asked, "Are you okay?" And I thought about that. I got to the store and I walked home, and I ended up sitting down somewhere before I got home. I didn't see anybody else, but I got home, and that was the day before, the day that my car broke down the day before. So that was yesterday morning. The day before when my car broke down, nobody stopped and asked me, "Are you okay?" What happened was people actually had the nerve to pull up behind me, honk at me, yell at me, and I'm standing outside at the back of my car telling people to go around my vehicle that I'm broke down. And I couldn't believe for the life of me that people are so rude. They don't ask you, like this day and age, they don't ask, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need assistance?" Only one person walked up and offered to help us to back the vehicle up from the major road so that it would be safe and not at the corner, so that people could go around me and turn, so that the tow truck could come in and get my vehicle. What really got me was that people don't care about other people anymore. They just act as though nobody matters any longer. What happened to the day when you looked out for other people, that you cared enough to ask somebody, are you okay? Do you need help? What happened to those days? You know me, today, I asked somebody if they needed a ride home. Okay? I asked them if they needed a ride home. And I've made a friend. Why? Because here's the point. I watched that person miss their bus. Okay? I could tell that they were a good person and they were setting off to walk home. And I asked them, did they need a ride? They live less than a mile from where they were at. Okay? And I ended up making a friend with them and found out I have a lot in common with them. So, never discount people. Never look, how you say, never judge a book by its cover. You might end up finding somebody who's a diamond, okay? You might end up finding somebody who's going to end up being your friend for life. You just never know. Um, I don't usually give people rides, but I don't judge books by their covers either. And I talked to the person before I gave them a ride, and she's a YouTuber. But I had a talk with her before I gave her a ride. And I figured out by having a conversation with her that she was a decent person, that she was a nice person. And guess what? I ended up giving her a ride and finding out that she does cooking shows and stuff. And I think I'm going to watch her channel so I can learn some more cooking things. And that's interesting to me. Hmm. So, yeah, but never judge a book by its cover. You know, if you see, and I know a lot of people think, well, this day and age you can get kidnapped. This day and age most people are inherently bad. What happened to when Jesus said, okay, everybody says they're Christian. What happened when Jesus said, love thy neighbor as you love thyself? Okay, did most people know that your neighbor is not just the person who lives next door? The person downstairs, the person in the house next door. No, your neighbor is everybody. You live on this planet. Everybody is your neighbor. Okay? That doesn't mean all neighbors are good, but that does mean that we each bear a responsibility. Like, there is a story about the angels who entered the city, and I forget the city, so forgive me if I don't remember the whole story. But they entered the city to see if there was one good person that lived there. And they came across the one good person, and he took them in, and he fed them, and he gave them food to drink and water to eat. Okay? And in the end, him and his family were the only ones spared from the whole city. Okay? Remember the saying, you may be entertaining angels unaware. I always try to think about that when I see somebody homeless at a store. And maybe they're not begging for food or drink, but if I can, I'll ask them, are you hungry or are you thirsty? Because if I was homeless, I think if I couldn't afford it, I would want to eat or drink. You understand what I'm saying? Um, when I can afford to do so, I try to help other people because that's inherently me. I know a lot of people that don't feel that way. And they say, times are rough and I can't do for anybody else. Well, guess what? You can always do a little something for other people. It doesn't have to be money. It can be food. It can be giving blankets to homeless people. It can be looking out for your neighbor, helping them with their yard if they're old and they can't mow their yard. It can be taking snow out of your neighbor's yard. It can be stopping and helping somebody when they have a flat and their car is stuck on the side of the road. if you're a guy and it's a female, be careful, but at the same time, know that a lot of women do appreciate when they get help with a flat tire, especially me because if I get a flat tire, I have a jack that isn't worth anything. I've looked at it and I'm like, that is not going to work if I get a flat tire. It's the tiniest little thing I've ever seen, and I'm not even sure it would raise my car. But yeah, what I'm saying is, what happened to those days when neighbors looked out for each other? And like I said, neighbors are not just the people that live next door to you, they are the people everywhere. And I know a lot of people might say, but they're not of the same religion as I am. Do you really think Jesus was looking at all the religions and saying they're not of the same religion I am? No, he said, love one another as you love me. So think about it. You have to love each other as you love him. If you're Christian, then that is how it's done. There's no excuses with that. Maybe I am on a tangent tonight. It's just how I perceive. No, I won't stop on the side of the road for anybody because to me that's dangerous and I'm a female. But I will help somebody outside of a gas station. If they need help, I will get them food if they need it, if I can afford it. I've helped somebody with gas before. A long time ago, I bought somebody their Christmas meal when I found out they didn't have enough money for it. Um, I try to help other people, and I always tell people pass it forward. You don't owe me. If I help somebody out, I don't ask or expect for it back. And I guess it's just the way that I was raised. I was raised with decency. So, how many people saw what the Pope did? I'm sorry if I am not a big fan of the Pope, nor have I ever been. I was raised as an Episcopalian, and I left from that and became a Christian of a non-denominational church. But what the Pope just did, like, totally surprised me. He said that people are no longer to follow the Ten Commandments as rigidly as they have been. I'm sorry, but I think God gave the Ten Commandments for a reason. They are His law, and we are to follow His law. And I think that Jesus came into this world and died for our sins, but it doesn't mean that we're to stop trying to obey His commandments. Um, but you know, the Pope is committing apostasy, and that is in the Bible as well. That in the end times there will be apostasy committed. So I think that we are in the end times. I think we are the closest that we've ever been, and I think things are only going to speed up from here. I mean, if you look at what's going on in the Middle East, all these countries seem to be attacking Israel, and it's sad, you guys. Then you've got the United States getting attacked by Houthis. If I was Biden, I would have gone in there and I would have flattened them. I wouldn't have just hit 16 places. I would have let them know we meant business. And then you got the head, the head of defense in the hospital and nobody knew he was there. When does that happen? That's like going a person who's supposed to report for work and doesn't show up and nobody cares that he didn't show up. There's an issue with that. He's the head of defense. I mean, why wouldn't anybody care? That just makes no sense. So anyways, it looks like the rain outside has died down just a little bit. Can still see some wind, but not a whole lot. It comes in gusts, so we'll see if there's any more. So anyway, yeah, I'm just on talking tonight. I got frustrated, and there's nothing good to watch on YouTube. There's no really good movies to watch. Okay, that wind's picking up again. And I was bored, and I said, well, let me come on and make a video. And that stuff just happened with my daughter with my car, and it's frustrating. And like I said, my positivity is about gone. But like they say, everything happens for a reason, right? And like they say, the devil be stomping, but I'm going to be winning because guess what? I'm a child of God. I like that song. I'm a child of God. I like that song. I forgot who sings it though. All right, you guys, let me let y'all go. I hope y'all have a great night. Much love, peace, and God bless you all.